What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite mask collector's favorite mask collector, AJ Good, here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day. And I don't have some fancy schmancy funny intro for you today, because today's video is just a Two Mask Tuesday, about as simple as it gets. Now, Two Mask Tuesdays is the series where I unbox two completely random masks. Masks that typically don't have anything to do with each other, and a lot of the times don't really have anything to do with anything, so they won't be like a Slipknot mask or a Myers mask or something like that. Now, every once in a while, including today's episode, we will break that rule and we will cover a mask that is directly affiliated with some sort of movie or musical artist, but typically we don't. In fact, the only reason that I am covering a mask that is directly affiliated with a musical artist in today's video is because I've already done an unboxing on this piece before. Although this one is slightly different, I just didn't feel like it justified having its own video. So typically what you see in these videos are random eBay or Facebook Marketplace scores, and the first piece that we are going to unbox is actually from eBay. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. We will leave the second piece for the second piece, and that's because it's a little more special. It has a little bit more of a story to tell, but I will go ahead and show you guys this one because I picked this up on eBay, and I just think that it's a very neat old vintage piece, and somewhat related to another piece that is a favorite around here at the House of Masks. So, go ahead and take this out of the box. Looks like it is nice and protected in there. Always love a nice, good, careful shipper. Now, a lot of you guys are probably seeing what's behind this bubble wrap and thinking, that just looks like one of those British female masks that can be converted into the Sean Crayon All Hope Is Gone female mask conversion. And you're kind of close. It does kind of look like that. That's actually what caught my eye. So I'm going to be very careful and gentle opening up the bubble wrap here, and then we will pull the piece out and show you exactly what we've got. All right, so I am going to give you guys the first look like I always try to do. And as you can see, this does look extremely similar to those British or Japanese or even those American clear transparent female masks. Why did I say transparent like that? I said transparent. That doesn't make any sense.
Idiot!
Anyways, it does look similar, but this one is a lot goofier, a lot more cartoon-esque. It's almost like a caricature of those British female masks. And I dig it. I think that it's super, super creepy. Now, obviously, I saw pictures of this on the listing, but I haven't seen it in person, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it around and take a look for myself for the first time. And yeah, doesn't disappoint. That thing is creepy. This thing is very, very old. If I had to guess, we're talking about something that is either from the 60s, 70s, maybe the 80s, but probably older than that. And you can tell by the material, the type of plastic this is made out of is super, super brittle. Very thin, very brittle, very flimsy, and the fact that it's so heavily discolored, and by the fact that you just don't see these around anymore. In fact, a lot of those pieces from the 60s and the 70s are still being produced to this day. Those molds and whatnot went out to various companies, and they've just been bought and sold and passed between all sorts of different companies and countries, and a lot of them are still being produced. They look slightly different. A lot of them have different finishes. They've gone with like zombie finishes and bloody finishes and pretty finishes, but this one you just don't see. In fact, this was my first time ever seeing this piece. So there it is, kind of worn. It does not have any sort of strapping, no elastic on it, so I can't really wear it, but I can show you guys like this. And it is, in fact, creepy as shit. I can see myself in the camera screen there, and it is a very, very weird one. Now, I love the British female masks. I keep calling them the British female because that's my favorite version of it, but those transparent, smiling female masks, they've been produced a multitude of times by different companies in America. They've been produced in Japan. They've been produced in Great Britain. And I really like the British version. It's the closest to this in terms of the paint job and the fact that the plastic is a little hazy. It's a little foggy and not super, super transparent. So that's kind of similar to the British female. So yeah, when I say that, don't think that I'm just talking about the British female. I'm just talking about that mask as a whole. Anyways, my love for that mask is what made me want to grab this because it is so similar, and I just thought that that was a cool little cheap pickup. So I went ahead and did exactly that. Now we have it here in the collection, and I'm sure that I'll find somewhere to put this or some sort of use for it because it's just too good not to use. So there is mask number 1. Now we can move on to the second package, which actually does not come from Facebook Marketplace or eBay or anything like that. This comes directly from our longtime pal and huge and very important part of the House of Masks, Mr. Mike Covert. Now, we've got a package with multiple pieces in here. I'm just going to place this out of frame because that might give it away.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
And I'll show you guys what else we've got in the box that isn't the main piece. Mike said he was going to throw some extras in there, and it looks like that's exactly what he did. Now, this looks like the, what's his name? Yucko the Clown or something like that.
Hello, this is Yucko the Clown, spring break, Cancun, Mexico!
He was like a Howard Stern character. He was just a clown that went around and interviewed people and was a total dick to them.
Drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't drink too much, you'll lose that baby there.
I don't have a baby.
So I know Covert has started reproducing the Yucko the Clown. I think it's Yucko. I could be wrong about that. Headpieces, and that's exactly what we've got here. So that is very cool. We've also got some MC Studio pieces here. We've got a sticker as well as a business card. Always love to rep the homies. And speaking of, we've also got a t-shirt right here. And I assume it's an MC Studios t-shirt. Yes, indeedy. And it's black and white, which is my favorite. I love a nice black and white t-shirt. So I'll be able to rep my boy. And the reason that we're repping my boy, aside from the fact that he's a longtime friend, is because he hooked us up with an Esquire. Yes, this is the piece that I ordered. This is the Buckethead piece that I wanted. This is a latex reproduction of an old Don Post piece that was done in vinyl called the Esquire mask. Now, the reason that I got rid of this tag as soon as I opened the box is so that you guys didn't see it, because not only is this a Buckethead piece, it is also a CKY piece. And Covert actually works closely with Chad from CKY, who is the member that wore this thing, and they produce these as officially licensed CKY masks now, which is pretty cool. But I don't know anything about CKY other than their affiliation with CKY Bam's version. I know that obviously Jess Margera played drums for the band, but other than that, I don't know a whole lot about them. So that isn't the reason that I got the Esquire piece off of Covert. The reason that I got it is because I am a huge Buckethead fan, and I recently sold off my real deal Esquire. There was a collector out there that really wanted a real one, and I knew that I could get a replica that was perfect, so I went ahead and sold that piece off to him, made his day, got him a nice cool mask in his collection, and then I picked one up from Covert himself. And now we have a perfect replica in the collection as a temporary placeholder until I find another real Don Post Esquire, which I'm sure that I will. They do pop up from time to time, and the Buckethead fandom has kind of been in a lull lately, so I'm sure that if I find one, I will be able to snag it. But for right now, we've got this awesome replica courtesy of Mike Covert over at MC Studios. So I'll go ahead and lay everything out from today's video. We've got the clown hat there, the headpiece, whatever you want to call it. We got the t-shirt right here. We got some stickers. And then, of course, we've got this vintage drag queen-esque female smiling mask right there, right alongside our Esquire and the little tag that goes with it. And that's a pretty nice spread just for a 2-Mask Tuesday, so I'm pretty stoked. So, of course, I am going to end this video with some nice up-close shots of all of these pieces. If you guys are interested in seeing the rest of MC Studios' catalog, I will include the link to his Instagram down below in the description, as well as the pinned comment of this video. Go over there, show him some love, and remember to let him know that the House of Masks sent you, so maybe he'll keep hooking us up with cool stuff in the future. And with all of that being said, this video is over. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope that you've been enjoying the content, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video because it's going to be a cool one. Until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to 2-Mask Tuesdays, and we will see you guys in the next one.